My dear students, welcome back to online class. Today we are going to discuss some extra question from the topic from your NCERT book chapter 1 Nutrition in Plants. So let's start. First question, potato and ginger are both underground parts that store food. Where is the food prepared in this plant? So the answer will be in both the plants, potato and ginger, shoot system and leaves are above the ground and they prepare food through photosynthesis and transport it to the underground part for storage. Second question. Plants prepare their food using a different mode of nutrition than us. What is it? Answer will be the mode of nutrition in plant is autotrophic, that is, they synthesize their own food. Third, photosynthesis requires chlorophyll and a few other raw materials. Add the missing raw materials to the list given below. Water, minerals, then sunlight and carbon dioxide. I know you know it very well. Next question. The tiny openings present on the leaf surface, what are they called? I have already shown you some pictures of that tiny openings and what is the term called? The term called is stomata. Stomata are the tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves through which gaseous exchange takes place. Okay? Next question. What is the function of guard cell in stomata? As stomata are the tiny pores present on the surface of leaves, their structure is they are provided with two guard cells. That cells helps in controlling the opening and closing of stomata for gaseous exchange. Okay. Next question. Which part of the plants are food factories of the plant? So the answer is leaves are referred as the food factories of plants. This is because leaves synthesize food by the process of photosynthesis. Next question. A carbohydrate is produced by plants as food source. It is constituted from which molecule? So carbohydrate is the product. It is made from mainly three molecules named as carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Next question. Why do some plants feed on insects? Some plants that you have seen that I have shown you in previous class slides, insectivorous plants grow in soil which lack nitrogen. Therefore, they eat insect to fulfill their need of nitrogen. And whatever amount of nutrients they need it from the insects. Okay. Next. Define parasites. Parasites are those organisms which grow on other parts or animals for their food, and such as cuscuta that I have shown you in a picture. That cuscuta plants, they are obtaining nutrients from the host plant. That's why these are called parasite. Name the bacteria that can fix atmospheric nitrogen. As you have already been told that there are some nitrogen fixing bacteria which are fixing the atmosphere nitrogen into its usable form so that nitrogen can be easily uptake by the plants. As you know that what amount of nitrogen and what form of nitrogen that is present in atmosphere, that is not being used by the plants in that form. They are unable to fix that form of nitrogen. That's why such bacteria like nitrogen fixing bacteria break down those nitrogen molecules into its usable form. Then those bacteria fix atmospheric nitrogen in the roots of the leguminous plant. Such bacteria name as one type is Rhizobium, another Azotobacter. Okay. Here you have to remember only one name, that is the bacteria that can fix atmospheric nitrogen, that is Rhizobium. Next, Except plants, why cannot other living organisms prepare their food using carbon dioxide, water and minerals? As you know, our body does not contain chlorophyll for absorbing solar energy, which is necessary for preparing food using air and water. That is why. Okay, this is a very easy question. And next question. A leguminous plant can store the soil's concentration of mineral nutrients. Can you give example of such plants? Yes, leguminous plants. I have already told you what are the examples of leguminous plants. Plants such as gram, pulses, beans. These all are comes under leguminous plants. Next question. Algae and fungi form a unique association sharing benefits from each other. What is the name of the association between them? And I have shown this association or symbiotic association between these two form of organism, algae and fungi, that is called as lichen. Okay. Just try to remember the slides, or you can see the previous class slide, then you can easily remember those. Next, in a plant, photosynthesis occurs in a part of other than the leaf. Name that plant and part where photosynthesis occurs. So, you can name them. I hope the answer will be cactus, and the part where photosynthesis occurs are stem, branches which are green. Okay. Why is cuscuta categorized as a parasite? Now, why they are called to be a parasite? Answer: cuscuta derives its nutrition using an association where it deprives its host of all valuable nutrients and absorbs them itself. That's why it is called a parasitic plant. Okay. Next question. Plant cannot use the nitrogen present in the soil directly. Why? Plant can use nitrogen only in the soluble form. While in soil, nitrogen is present in inorganic form. That's why they must need it in a usable form. Then only they can fix the nitrogen, and nitrogen is very essential for their growth. That's why the usable form should be used by them, and they can take it from the soil in its soluble form with the help of some nitrogen fixing bacteria. Such as example I have told you, rhizobium. Why are insectivorous plants are called partial heterotrophs? Why they are called not fully heterotrophs, partial? Okay. So insectivorous plants are autotrophs. They prepare their own food. They are partial heterotrophs as they eat insects for obtaining nitrogen. Okay. So for obtaining nitrogen, they take help from the insect. They are eating or digesting insect, and from them they are obtaining the nitrogen. That's why they are called partial heterotrophs. Lastly, what do you understand by saprotrophic modes of nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organisms takes their nutrition from the dead and decaying matter is called saprotrophic mode of nutrition. Such as mushroom, these are comes under saprotrophic modes of nutrition. Okay, and they are obtaining nutrients from dead and decaying matter. And next, a mutually beneficial relationship that occurs between two organisms. It is known by what name? Give an example. That I have already discussed in a question. That relationship known as symbiosis. It is a mutually benefiting association between two organisms, algae and fungi. An example is lichens. Okay, I hope you understood it well, and I am just very happy for the students who have contacted me through e-portal, and my request to all of you to read properly and there will be a assessment, and the date is not given till now, but you have to just follow our school e-portal for information regarding assessment date and schedule. Okay, and if you are facing any problem again, then tell me in e-portal. Okay, I hope you will understood this all things. Okay, thank you.